Oh, it's silent. It's silent for us. There it is.
I did
We
the
got it.
opposite. I did the talking part on the audio on, and I did the music part on the audio off. Chat.
I can still hear it.
Chat.
Oh, we coming in hot though.
So warm. So good. So good. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, do I got an echo today?
You're gonna have an echo. Because I didn't do the thing.
Alrighty.
Things are wild. Now you don't have an echo. Now you're normal.
We'll call it reverb. That's all.
Normally
Just an
Conrad starts
awkward
with the
silence.
echo, but today it was an awkward silence. Ice Pilot, but now it's an echo and more awkward silence. Oh!
Right. How's it going, Pop Culture? And Enrique.
Gotta wake
Wizzy
up.
in here. Chat, if we're being honest, we decided to take a nap today, individually, without even communicating.
No discussion.
And
This-
I had woken up 10 minutes before live, and I went, oh crap, I gotta go. And I realized, oh no, did
Yeah.
Joe die too?
Yeah.
And so I had called him,
This
and
guy.
I got,
oh man. Yeah. He
I got
calls.
Joe in bed.
And he's like, "Hey, you got 5 minutes for us to disconnect from all intellect and let the rhythm affect." And I'm like, "What?
Right.
Run!"
Oh, we got it though. We got it.
Because today has been it's been a day. It's been a day, chat.
It's already been another year. That's all.
It's wild. Life is wild. But you know what? Maxi Mac says I've just woken up, 3 hours of sleep. Time for my 3 a.m. coffee.
Love it.
Let's go! Excited. Having a good time. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Welcome to the Good Morning, Afternoon, Evening Show. Today is April 7th, 2022, 7:08 p.m. my local time. But it may be Mother's Day where you are. And if
Right.
it is, happy Sunday to all the moms out there. Happy Sunday
Right.
to you. All right.
Happy Mother's Day.
What a wonderful time. I'm not going to be
I got-
here tomorrow. I'm going to go see my mom, you know?
Right. Be a good time.
Gonna enjoy a little time getting caught up with the chit chat with the moms. Make up breakfast or something, you know? Wake up with the kids if you're a dad out there.
Cyrus Mac out here giving me a shout out on YouTube's, and they're gonna buy me flowers.
You know what,
Uh,
Crypto Dude? Crypto Dude knows that I just woke up literally 5 minutes ago. It's May 7th, going into May 8th, 2022.
Oh man,
What year is it, chat? What year is it?
right. We're figuring it out. But Cyrus, I just want to say I do love these flowers, so it would be welcome.
Ice Pilot X7 in the chat says, Joseph. Your mom says thank you for the Mother's Day wishes. And to Ice Pilot X7 in the chat, I say, Ice Pilot, don't forget to get your wallet this time, please, off the nightstand. Because I swear to you, if I have to take that to your house one more time, I'm going to freak out. Chat, you like that fun around here at the Sandbox game?
We definitely are still waking up. That's for sure.
Thinking about fun.
Joe is unhinged.
The Game Jam. Let's keep it casual. In collaboration with GMAE. That's how I'm going to say it. Please correct me, company, if I am doing that wrong. The Sandbox is launching its new game jam, the GMAE Jam. I'm calling it that again. The GMAE Jam. Whether you're on a train, riding the bus, or flying on a plane, there's tons of casual mobile games to kill time. Now it's time to build yours. Show us what your casual game would look like in the Sandbox Game Maker. Who wrote this? Triggered. The prizes, I know who wrote it. I'm going to call them. 15,000 sand and 10 G bot
Out
packs from GMAE will be split amongst the top entries in the following ways. First place winning 6,000 sand plus 1 legendary G-Bot pack. Second place 3,500 sand plus 1 epic G-Bot pack. Third place 2,000 sand plus 1 rare G-Bot pack. And 4th through 10th place receiving 500 sand and 1 common G-Bot pack. So that means that at this time, if you get 4th through 10th place, you're getting roughly $1,000 worth of sand. We're making an experience. Game Jam begins May 9th, 2022. Deadline to complete and submit your entry is May 22nd, 2022 at 11:59 p.m. UTC. Submissions, gathering, and voting will take place from the 23rd until June 12th. And the results announced June 18th, 2022. The entry guidelines, of course, you can check out. Go to sandboxgame.medium.com. Find the article for the GMAE Jam. I'm going to call it that again. I'm sure that's wrong. I'm sure they do not want me to call it that. But, you already know what it is. Submit your entry to the Google form included with the appropriate information there. Relatively open-ended competition as far as I can see. Retro elements to it. A game you created yourself. Must have some playability to it, and not a unique or direct copy of any existing experiences. So, pretty simple guidelines for this particular jam. Looking for cute, fun, quick games to play in the Sandbox game. Conrad, what are we up to today?
Oh, we're playing some games today. I'm turning down my lights a little bit.
All right. Turn down for what? You know what I mean? Turn down for what? All right, let's see if I can find me some games to play. We were playing the RetroGaming Game Jam entries last time here. And we were on, I think we had just finished Jawbreaker by Cyber Phoenix Studios. 7? Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to our Twitter, and I'm going to pull up the winners from the RetroGaming Game Jam post. This was posted just a couple of days ago now, so it should be pretty quick to get on down to it. Get on down to it. Let's go. I don't know why I did that.
Because you're just having a good time. We're waking up.
That's right.
We're having a day. Good morning,
the Blast
Brazil.
Zone, the first-person shooter game by SoulCancer922 was the experience that I was up to next. And I think Alex was running through some of these earlier. But you know what? I'm going to break it in ways that Alex didn't, because Alex broke it in ways that I didn't.
That's very true.
So let's check it out. We're on page 130 here in the Sandbox Game Maker. And this is my time to let you know that you have a chance to enter in the chat any questions that you have about the Sandbox game, VoxEdit software, or the Game Maker anytime that you like. Conrad is taking down those questions and will ask them to me directly here on the show, where I can answer these questions live. If for any reason I can't answer your questions live, you can click on the wonderful social channels in the description below this video, and I will be able to answer those for you later over on Twitter, Twitch. I could answer them over on our Discord. Pretty much any mode or method in which you can tag me, I'll answer those for you. Or one of our lovely ambassadors, of course, could help you, such as soon to be Jazzwolf in the chat, or I assume in the near future, Candidly Kristen will arrive if they are not already here.
They're
already here. Look at that. On it like a thing that I am not going to say that thing that I was thinking. All right. Yes, that was way better than what I was going to say. I like it.
Oh, man. Alrighty, so we already got some questions flowing in.
All right.
Maxi Mac here.
Yeah.
When we fill out the form, so we can use our own assets, how long are we likely to wait for a response so we can do so?
Typically, you get approved silently to upload those assets if you couldn't already on the website at sandbox.game. Assets that you submit into a form to get custom made can get approved anywhere between 24 hours and, like the end of the contest nearly. It really depends on the workflow. If for any reason that the people who are in charge of managing that are having a tough time, they have multiple ambassadors. They've got myself, lots of other staffers that they can reach out to. But for the most part, they will try to shoulder that load until they're like, oh, there's no way I'm going to make this window of completion on this. One thing to note is that you will be able to continue working on your things. And for the most part, that art gets approved like with the goal of 1 week before it ends so that you could slot in all your stuff if for any reason there were delays. So if it's not happening, let's say 2 weeks before the jam is over, then start poking and asking questions so that I can essentially just step in and smash these out.
Right.
All right. So we're starting with the range. The child.
This is a fun one. It gets interesting real quick. You're gonna be directly in front of some of the targets, unfortunately.
Yeah, this one always got me. Okay. All right. Okay. The bullet's going through the thing. It's doing it. It's doing the thing.
Okay. All righty. You got this. Once again, I believe in you.
It's never gonna happen. That one, the little.
you gotta get it. You gotta get it.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Try a different angle.
Can I just say that they should have made that a different color. They should have made that a different color, that particular target, I think. Should have made that target a different color. I don't know.
Oh, the one that was flying past you there? You gotta be like directly on it.
Dude! Ah!
Yeah.
I'm hitting this, right? Like you see me
you
go
are.
through
You're hitting it exactly.
I would, you know. Here we go. Here we go. Need to pull up the chat here real quick before I get too intense in trying to hit this target. So obviously we've got a little something happening here because the targets sometimes don't get hit. Sometimes they get hit, sometimes they don't. So that I mean clearly consider that a glitch. You might make the destruction radius a little bit larger for some of these small targets.
Channel your inner RoboCop. That's not Jackie Chan.
I'm gonna try to do that. There we go. Up. Just don't even move where I am. Here we go. A little bit
So
to the right.
I would have liked to see limited bullets, and of course, you know, a little bit more precision.
Yeah, and interesting that like the idea of putting in limited bullets. I've only seen somebody actually do that once, and it wasn't so much that they put in limited bullets as they just made it appear that there was an ammo, and then it got reloaded.
Oh, okay. I mean, still, that's always fun. I love hearing my, you know, the Virtua Cop, House of the Dead, reload,
eternity later. Here we go. Now I've done the thing.
Thank you much, Mr. Winning.
Yeah.
I literally woke up like this today. Not gonna lie.
I woke up like this. I almost woke up like this, and then I looked at myself in the camera and went ah, and I went to the bathroom real quick. Gotta get cleaned up. You know what I mean? Stupid naps, guys. This target. What's going on?
You gotta try like at an extreme angle. Maybe that'll help.
Get your phone
whipping the bullet. Like curve that bullet. All right.
Yep, I had to wanted that. I had to go wanted. You ever just watch that film? It was a movie that existed. These ducks are like, nah, dude.
Okay, but the quality of this level already, like, I'm so into it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I liked the fact that in this level, the little ducks are doing the duck things. You got to take 2 shots. I
want the dog somewhere here.
For sure.
Is there a way to turn off damage numbers? Because I am noticing the 4 still happen, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not aware that there is currently a way to turn off a damage number, but that could be. I don't actually think that that is a future planned feature either. So that's interesting.
Oh, okay.
Just based on the way that gameplay operates now, you could have made it so that they just took one shot to do the. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Little ducks. Little ducks. No. No.
Activate
No.
the machine gun mode.
No.
Alrighty. So we can turn off the display on health. I know that one. We see in here.
Yeah, we're not seeing a health bar currently, right? But we're not. What we're talking about is actually to not show that 4.
Right.
I'm gonna die. Joe's gonna die. As we shoot towards the water. Well, my only critique is we shoot towards the water and not from it. Oh yeah, that's fair. In Duck Hunt you do, but this is definitely not Duck Hunt, right?
This is not Duck Hunt, as it says Duck Hunt up there.
Does it? It does. It does.
It literally says Duck Hunt.
It does. You're right.
But the name of the game wasn't Duck Hunt. So yeah. In life, hunting we do.
Dun, 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 dun. That is also true, typically.
Right.
And you get a little doggo friend. It's like, hey, yo, let me go get that real quick.
Go scare those guys. Get them
Nah.
up in the air.
Well, yeah, that too, I guess.
Castle Defender, you better turn around.
I can't defend this castle. Oh! Oh! I forgot. I gotta get these little guys. You're just a little guy, dude. Wait, you gotta shoot him lots of times?
Alrighty. Yeah, you gotta really...
Yeah.
Those bullets down
Bop,
range.
bop, bop, bop. Get the heck out of here. Oh. Oh. Feeling real southern real quick. Oh.
This is a great feel. Alrighty. Crypto Dude does have a question. Still waiting for the announcement of the Head 5 winners through VoxEdit contest. Thought they'd be announced today. Do you have any input on that one?
I don't at this time. I can say that I have an update for you guys based on the meeting that I was talking about a couple of days ago. I did get an update that everybody's kind of on board, that we would need that deeper informational outlet through a more clear and concise source, instead of it being those like bunch of different places where you find information.
Right. We've been having to look all over the place.
No!
Oh, you can actually die.
Yep.
Now
I almost finished it, but not quite.
Right. There was no checkpoint.
No checkpoints,
So
and that's
you
okay.
have to go all the way back to the beginning.
Yep, you have to restart all 3 modes. So, here's the input that I would give. It's the target training. There's too many targets, I think, at too varied of complexity. I would get rid of the pink targets specifically in there. You never have to care about vertical targeting at all, because you can't move up and down with your targeting in this game. So then taking those, transferring them into the duck level, and then it's all just about timing them. And that works well. Here on this screen, and if you want to keep the idea that you could get a game over on this screen there, then that's cool. But also make it so there are fewer ducks. Because I feel that a user is going to want to just come back into this portion of the level, the one that actually has any stakes. And if the other parts take too long, then they will get tired of restarting, going through those 2 parts to get back to this. Otherwise, you know, it's a good experience in its way. I probably would also like to see that it transfers like I wonder how to do this. Okay, so after you finish the second level, what I would preferably like to see is that you come into this room, and I can't spin the camera around, but behind you there should be a smaller room where you do have a spawn point that you don't spawn in. But when you get pushed over here to this side, you're standing on this like left to right, you're on rails space, and behind you there's a room where you could respawn. So that in this portion, you could get that death, and it doesn't game over you, but you get that death, and it respawns you in the room in the back, and you can have a little text that's like, oh, you know, it looks like there's some consequences now, like the stakes are raising, you're dying, you know, that sort of thing. Maybe try to make it a stakes-based experience, right? It's not just target practice anymore. In this room, you can finally lose. And you give it a tiny little narrative thing like the inside of your head. What is your character, your person thinking? Then one more level on this that takes away the left and right restrictions, that takes away all of those movement restrictions, and you start going full on Doom 3D with your experience. Doesn't have to be highly complex in terms of the characters that you are fighting, but really actually take it to the next level so that everything else does feel like that tutorial that got your skills up. You know, you can go fight a boss of sorts. Have to dodge other mechanics similar to this.
Or if we can unlock it, you know, a Star Fox, you know, something like that, where you actually fly around Panzer Dragoon style or something like that. I'd like to see these tutorials.
Yeah, that's interesting, because I think if you could probably do that if you made your users spawn on a platform.
Right.
Excuse me, but they wouldn't be able to attack in order for that vertical platform to work the way that the Game Maker is designed right now, unless it's fully on rails, because they would have to press E to pick up an object, and then you could use that object to, at your discretion, move around in space. So you could make a level like that happen the way that you're describing if the object that you pick up does automatically fire, similar to another game we'll probably play here, where they tested shooting mechanics a la the game Contra from the original Nintendo.
All right. Yeah, no, I'd be okay with the rail shooters. We were already talking about House of the Dead and, you know, and all those other time crisis, things like that. So I'd be into seeing that in the Sandbox.
Right. Okay,
as you pull up the next game,
let me pull that up real quick. So we had a check just right there. That was Blast Zone by Soul Cancer. But you know, overall, just a great little experience. It's nice to see people working with the tools in a dynamic way there. I think that really helped in terms of where your position was in the overall competition. And, you know, you can make it, I think those things that I just covered are metaverse ready sort of things where people come in. It's easy, but doesn't take too long to do those first two steps. Then the consequences aren't deadly or dire. And then the last level, you say, okay, well, now it's for real. You can die here. The game will game over. And then they may be willing to go through the other steps as long as you keep them relatively short when they do them. Archian by Touche Studios.
If Soul Cancer, if you're in the chat, I want to know roughly how long it took you to make that one. If you had a lot of these ideas and like portions of the game already made before the Game Jam was announced, or if you started on it as soon as the Retro Game Jam. That'd be really interesting to know, because it's all these games super well done, guys.
Yeah, they've all been like super fun, well designed visually. Enjoying them quite a bit. So the playground. Oh,
we got Game Dizzy in the chat. OG Shakespeare, how's it going? Yeah.
Archie.
Backspace over on YouTube asks, any news on the ledger for the land owners? Said made a tweet about it once, and there has been no news since.
Yeah. It took me. They announced internally, right, that I have this one. It says Sandbox on it. They asked me about it like 3 months ago, and then it showed up after 3 months. So I don't know exactly the time frame for it, but I know that because the Sandbox is not in the business of distributing inventory, it may take a little while, because for a number of reasons. I'm not sure the process here, but it may be that all the ledgers show up at the Sandbox office, and then the Sandbox office works on distribution. It may be the opposite of that. Of course, that will require that you, that you submit a place where it can be sent to. So the process will likely just take some time to get everything kind of sorted out on who's shipping it and all that sort of thing. All right, so let's get it. Let's play a little Archin. And Touche, if you're watching. What's up?
Daddy
I know
Touche.
There
I'd
it
love
is.
it if he was in the chat.
All right, you are a single-celled organism in the Archean eon, attempting to grow out of a tide pool. Green-ringed protozoa are food. Red and black-ringed protozoa are enemies. Left click to attack, or hold for a ranged attack. Hold shift to move faster. Double tap to dash. Left click while holding shift for a short speed burst. Eat 5 green-ringed protozoa to evolve into a higher food chain. Avoid the enemy protozoa as you search for food. Become the largest cell in the tide pool to leave. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, get back here. You look like a snack. Come here. No, come here. I'm going to get you. No, you can't do that. What do you...
Oh, don't forget that you have controls. You can,
Ah!
attack. Oh, man.
Oh,
it's getting dangerous.
It's getting freaky. Oh, freaky deaky out here. Where's my...
This is definitely the opening to Spore and some of the IO here.
No.
Took no damage.
I'm taking damage now.
There it is.
Run.
Asteroids.
Why is it so hard?
Just a nod, for sure. Definitely has different aspects here. Those guys are dangerous, and they want you dead.
There's so many. How do you survive?
On this one.
Survival of the fittest, for sure, dude. We're getting some stuff going on. Can I actually eat this, dude? Like, what's good?
You have an attack, don't you?
I mean, I'm clicking. Doing the clicking. Ah. Why are these such hot pursuit? Calm down, protozoa. I'm just a little guy.
There it is. That's how you attack. You gotta stop.
I gotta drop. I gotta shut him down, open up shop. Oh no.
Gonna get DMCA'd again.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. That's how you can tell I'm tired, chat. Whenever I just start I'm like, hey, where are the lyrics at?
Whenever Joe starts flowing like this.
Sticky keys! Ah!
You gotta turn off your sticky
I'm doing
keys.
it right now. I'm doing it right. I don't even care. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die for this. I'm gonna restart it because I gotta do it. Where is it? Where is the thing? Where's the thing? Keyboard shortcut off forever. Get out of here.
Alrighty, we can get on to another question here. Not Jackie Chan. Over on YouTube, as if we pay 2 sand to enter an experience, but our internet is being funky, keep disconnecting, do we have to pay 2 sand to enter the game again? Or is it like a 24-hour game?
That's a question that I don't know the answer to right now, but that sounds like it's going to be a problem that will definitely exist. I guarantee that somebody will run into that exact problem, and I'm going to have to solve it. So, Thanks for letting me know that now, and I'm going to try to solve it before it exists.
I think I already know a solution that we've already kind of discussed before. As you know, lands can be NFT gated, so they can also be temporary NFT positions, right? So you can also
yeah, possibly, but not really. But yes,
okay,
like it's gonna feel like that. Yeah.
Right. So
Come
you have
on,
that.
no.
You purchase that pass for the week, right? And then the person can change the experience. Is that possible?
Oh, here we go. It's time to grow.
Feed and grow.
You have grown into a larger organism. Press I to equip your new Eoarchian body. I am Eoarchian. Yes, it is me, larger cell. Oh, wait. Are these guys little dudes now?
Yeah, they're real tiny now. You are considerably bigger.
Whoa!
Just like the Spore games and everything. Oh man.
This is nothing like Spore, and definitely not. I'm kidding.
The opening.
No. It's exactly like Spore. It's I like it. I did enjoy this part. I love it. It's actually harder though than the original Spore because you don't get like the cool like auto proximity. You're going to deal damage to them.
Or you can't just like devour.
Rip and tear.
Rip and tear.
I like that there is that like extra vertical space though. Oh, we're gonna get you. We're going super fast. Oh my goodness. Come here, little green dude. I gotta get the heck out of here. Getting better at this now. I like the fact that there is that like full use of vertical space where they use the top-down camera and they went like, darn what happens, you know? So I can see the little sadder, weaker cells down here now. Like, what up? Oh yeah, let's go. Come here. Well, green guy, what are you doing? Whoa. I'm all over the place.
This is definitely like just pushing the boundaries of what you guys can do in the Game Maker.
Yes. Take note. All right, I've grown into a large organism. Press I to equip your Paleoarchean body. You darn right. Here we go. Another one. More cells. Let's go. They're dead cells. That's not it. That's not even close to this game.
This game is nothing like Dead Cells.
But it's funny.
Fantastic roguelike. Plays that game to death.
No, come here. Come here. You know, you want to get hit, bro. You want to get hit. Get over here.
Can you clear up some of your enemies here?
Hey, I probably could. You can deal damage to them.
You're just being a stealth assassin instead.
Ninja.
You're trying to brute force it.
Yeah, we're getting it. We're getting it done. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Let's go.
Alrighty, and our friend over on YouTube, at Chalk playing Guard, I butcher it every time. I'm so sorry. If I have a land developed on a 1x1 today, and later I buy another land adjacent to it, and its size is a 2x1, can I combine it and expand the land development further?
So the land itself doesn't. I guess I want to say it's auto-combined based on the experience that you develop for it. As long as they are adjacent, there's no UI, UX thing you need to do in order for those to combine. You just have to build an experience that is of the same shape. So let's say you start with a 1x1 and you buy the adjacent land and you want to make it a 2x1. The only rule that you have to follow is that inside the Game Maker, you have to choose if they touch left to right, you have to make sure the experience you create is left to right, and not the here we go. Gotta go fast. Hop up.
Going at the speed of sound. I won't sing.
No. No. I'm gonna get it. Here we go.
As you were saying.
And then to the same point, if you bought the land that was vertically adjacent, you would have to make sure the experience you designed was, there's a little 4x4 cube or square rather that you can assign any shape to that is rectangular. So make sure that you draw it exactly the pattern that it is on the map, because that will be how it is defined in the metaverse. All right, you've grown into a larger organism.
Daddy Touche in the chat.
Look at all these multicellular bad boys. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get
Touche actually here.
Touche knows. Look at the complexity of the assets as I'm kind of in this higher level. You're starting to see, multicellular organism inside myself, inside the other competing cells. This bird-like thing that's up here. Like, look at these things. They're getting complex. Clearly, Touche played a lot of Spore before they designed this. In a good way.
Right. We take inspiration.
So what's wild? Conrad, do me a favor. Just because my brain is working now.
Yeah.
Is Spore actually retro?
At this point, I would say that it's getting pushed that direction.
Yeah, like I'm feeling like it is, but I don't know. So the like unofficial in the industry sort of way to determine that is it 20?
Right.
And if it is, Lord help me. I'm an old person.
I mean, let me confirm, but I'm pretty certain.
There's no way. There's no way that game is 20, dude.
Dude.
There's no way that game is 20, dude. I've been wanting them to remake that.
All right. It's not quite 20. It's
okay.
2008.
It's so close. Still, I've been wanting them to like give me Spore 2 for a very long time, where they just make it so that the end game isn't boring.
Well, they gave us that action game.
Defeat the largest. Defeat the largest protozoa to evolve past this tide pool. Well, where are you at, protozoa? I'll just fight them all.
Look for the marker.
I'm going to fight them all. Oh, I see it. I see it. Down in the left. Down in the left. So the indicator... No, I mean, you're not on my screen. It's
I was trying to show chat here.
I mean, I wonder if I can use a block action here. It'd be funny. So this is a pretty easy boss fight. Is this thing even fighting me? I can't tell. All right.
You can definitely block them, he says. Oh,
all right. Congratulations, you've eaten your way to the top of the food chain. You are now ready to leave the tide pool. Camera on this particular scene. I don't know why it did that. Because you can't change the world.
You can move around, apparently.
Can you change the angle of, like... Because it seemed to me that when I was moving around, yeah, you can move around, but it didn't. It wasn't changing the pitch. I mean, I can't do that now. Now I can.
There we go.
So I'm wondering if there's a way that you could make it so that you probably can't. Forced camera. I mean, it was forced perspective before. So I wonder if there's any way to check. Oh, excuse me. To see if that issue comes up every time. All right, press enter to validate. Now I've done it. I've got the thing. So again, there's really nothing negative that I could probably say about this game, except that, given your experience, given the fact this is Touche Studios, all those things, that you should probably make that enter to validate quest, bring in a second enter to validate quest, which is a congratulations, you won, yes. And then the second one, if you liked more games that are designed like this, then check out Touche Studios over at, or join us for, the Fungi Adventure over on location. in the metaverse. What's up? Are you laughing? Because
I'm just laughing at you. Yeah.
You would. You would. You would. This guy, chat. This guy. We got any questions, Conrad? As we're kind of rolling into the mid game here. A little bit of that.
To continue on Klangard's question about lands and whatnot, he says, therefore, land cannot be combined further or further developed, and we still have a function to jump over the land and meet each other?
Yes, that already exists. So you can, if you walk to the edge of a land and it's not one of the sandbox lands that you've played in the alpha, walking to the edge of that land brings you up a prompt that says press E to go to the next experience. So when they're in the metaverse, it's not something that you see now, but let's say I was playing this game, Archean. You saw me go to the edge of the world where I kind of bumped into it. The second I did that, I would have gotten a prompt to press E. So with that in mind, I would also recommend that you don't, when you are creating experiences, you don't put action elements. By that I mean, don't put an NPC on the very edge of the world, because you don't want your user to accidentally walk up, going to talk to the NPC, and they end up starting the loading process. You can cancel the loading process. There's a 5-second time window to cancel teleportation to any other instance, but if you were to have an NPC sitting right on the edge of the world, they might accidentally bring that up and go, and it's not a big deal, but it's just a very small little thing that you could look to avoid when you're designing those experiences.
All right. And then Lee Newman wants to know, did you ever finish telling us about his meeting, your meeting, and the outcome on information consolidation?
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, I didn't really, because the process did get started, is essentially what I mean. I was sitting in with a meeting with our communications director, which is the person who obviously breaks down all of those information points to one central location. Still, beyond that, I intend to be in meetings with the folks who are in charge of the Game Maker software, and then also, if given the opportunity, I'm going to have a one-on-one meeting with the person in charge of the VoxEdit software design. So there are larger wideband meetings that exist for like the dashboard, which is the website. I think for that one, I may not be able to get a chance to look at, but the marketable aspects of the company, I'll be able to get involved with that conversation more, and any information that I don't have that I keep having pop up, I'll be in regular meetings with them to say, hey, this thing came up and no one knew about it until it was already out or whatever. One key thing that they said to me, which, I appreciate the respect for me as a person here. It was very nice. You don't often see this in the games development industry, but they were very clear that any meetings that we have are going to have to be at a time that's not really early for me, which is tough. I'm used to and was very okay with and ready for that 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 3 a.m. meeting, because those people in France can't necessarily have the late meetings. But that will be the case. We will schedule one that is late for them and pretty early for me, but not so early that I'm waking up before the sun does.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Scott K over on YouTube wants to know, do you guys happen to know what program people are using to render LPFs? That looks pretty good.
Hey, I don't know that off the top of my head. But, well, that's not entirely true. So if you want to render assets that are in VoxEdit and you want them to be shiny, there is one called Light Tracer out there that's quite good. A lot of people like to use that. So hopefully that will help you. However, I think it costs like $50 to buy it. So if you're interested in that, then you got that option.
Alrighty, what's the next game we're getting to?
Yeah, so we are still running through the RetroGaming Game Jam games, but I see a note here. Somebody is asking us to play on page 18. The game is called Lam Game, and I will make a note of this. And when we finish the RetroGaming Game Jam entries and give those feedbacks, yeah, of course you did. Of course you did. Can you put it in the GMAE show chat for me, big dog?
I was just making sure to let them know that we got it.
Right. Yeah. But we will add that to the queue, and we'll be playing that right after we finish up with this series, because despite the fact that these games are Game Jam winning games, there are often little things that can be worked on in everybody's experience that might make it more metaverse ready, even though they are pretty good, complete experiences as they are. So, let's see what's good. What do we got next? Yes, sir.
Because these game jams, like they get announced and people scramble to try and get these things done.
True.
We gotta have our own lives to think about too. So as they're getting done, of course things are gonna get overlooked. And we're just trying to give you that next level to push you to number one.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so Mutants was created by Igniting Ice, or at Ice Cold Ice. This reached 5th place and is on page 112-ish right now. So let's go into the drafts gallery inside the Sandbox Game Maker. You can, of course, play this game right now if you want to. Just download the Sandbox Game Maker from the website at sandbox.game. It's totally free to download. It's free to use to create experiences just like these so that you can enter the game jams such as the GMAE Game Jam that's going on right now, with prizes in the thousands of dollars for your creations. So check that out over at sandboxgame.medium.com and download the Game Maker at sandbox.game if you're interested. Trying to get to 112. Oh, yeah. Hey, 112. How you doing?
Cold. It's ice cold. All right.
Yeah. How about y'all?
Can I get a oh yeah?
Baddest behavior. Give me some sugar.
Can I get a oh yeah? I am your neighbor. All right. We're gonna definitely
shake it.
Copyrighted now.
Oh.
Don't pick us up, YouTube algorithm.
Do it.
You won't. We're on our best behavior, I swear.
Do it. You won't.
Don't taunt them.
That's it. Making phone calls. Shoot your way to victory before the mutants overtake you. Can you beat the meta mutants? So right away, great presentation.
This is cool.
You built a whole arcade cabinet here.
Okay, that looks so clean outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's mind blowing. All right, let's go. Press E to start. No E's.
Oh, you're presented
Push to start.
At the cabinet.
Yes.
Oh.
Wait. How do you shoot?
Oh.
I clicked. I did the thing. Oh no, I gotta press E. I didn't read.
There we go.
You know what I didn't do?
Oh, this is awesome.
There's some personal space invaders right now. No. Okay, how do you go wrong? How do you go wrong?
You better start shooting.
Oh, we're just gonna spam it up, bro.
Man.
Oh yeah, dude. Get out of here, bro. Game's easy now. It's playing well. It's playing like it did. Like what do you do?
Right.
It's playing like that retro arcade game. You can't go wrong when you do it right.
This is solid.
I just say? Chat. What did I just say?
Look, chat. Joe's still waking up. I don't blame him.
Wake up! Why'd you put the fade away?
Come on.
Oh,
We're not talking about tables right now.
Why'd you put the keys up on the table? You wanted to.
Alrighty. And what was that game jam? It's the GMAE jam, as we were calling it earlier.
No! It's too fast! This game's getting furious. Oh.
Let me find that for you there, Renduxy.
I
had the link earlier, but I had lost it.
Oh yeah, dude. Get wrecked.
This is solid. I have no complaints about this one.
No, I mean, how can you? How can you? It's playing exactly like it ought to. It's fully immersive. You know, I'm in this arcade cabinet right now, living my best life.
My only complaint, which is not even really a complaint,
I need to get good.
No, I just want to see the joystick and the button.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess so. That would be interesting if it was just slightly more zoomed out, so that you could see when you do WASD, it moves. Huh. No, that's. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? It doesn't get better than that. Maybe more levels. You know, maybe the occasional like flying in from the side sort of spacecraft.
Oh yeah, we need that special, you know, that goes over the top.
Yeah.
Extra points. There's well done. Oh my goodness. Ice cold.
It's just so well done that you can't really criticize it. I think you can get you probably I would venture to say that based on the complexity of the game, of course it is complex to build, complex to play. Visually it's wonderful. But based on the length of play, I would venture to say that you probably got too many free points from nostalgia glasses. I would, if you were designing this for the metaverse, I would add so that there are at least 5 levels at increasing difficulty, because I want this to be skill-based play. I want it to feel like skill-based play. I think I would have got through this just being like, okay. I took 1 death, so I think you could probably make it so that I would take at least, you know, you want to lose probably most of the time, I would say, even as somebody who is the dev, because there's always going to be that gamer out there that's better than you as the creator. So if you're playing it and you're coming out with 3 lives, you know, the new person's going to come out with 2. If you're coming out with 1, the new person might lose, but you go, okay, yeah, put the quarter in again. I'm going to go again. I can do this. It is an arcade game, so it's very straightforward. You know, you could think about this in that arcade game model. If you were to publish it into the metaverse and people come and play it, then they are going to play that and go like, okay, well, all right, another shot. Can I get this high score? Can I get max points? Whatever. And so, yeah, they would come through and pay, you know, 1 sand or half a sand or whatever price you want to pay just over and over and over if you increase that difficulty so that it does take them, you know, it's got to be harder.
We need replayability is all we're saying
here. Yeah. It's a very good not Space Invaders. That is true. Now, that said, there are actually many not Space Invader games, so definitely not really an issue with that. The design was unique enough that
Playing Guard over on YouTube points out Galaga is another one, very similar.
Yeah, for sure.
Galaga just took it a little step further with, you know, its enemies and things like that.
Yep.
Yeah, no, great job.
It's beautiful.
I believe this is 6th place.
No, I think it's a little higher up. This was 5th. Mutants 5th.
Okay, yeah, they definitely got a ton of points for its, you know, its presentation. They had to have, and the gameplay. I'm gonna say again, this was solid, very well done, but just leaves us wanting more.
More, now, yes, give me more. Give me more so that I can play it more, because that's what I want. I just want to keep playing this all day. And die, apparently. Chat! inside your chat right now if you're watching over on twitch.tv, YouTube, and soon over on those Facebook outlets where we are streaming live. You can fill out this form if you'd like to win a Wizzy themed NFT on this stream. The Wizzy themed NFTs can be worn inside any combat based single player experience that is RPG style or action RPG style, meaning if you have a humanoid character that you are operating under, you could wear this hat inside that combat-based experience in the Sandbox Game Maker or in the Metaverse later. Feel free to fill out this form as we have a limited quantity of these NFTs. They will run out, and when they do, they are gone for good. So this is your only chance to get them here on these official live streams, and when they are gone, we'll be moving on to the next one. Fairly highly collectible. Additional use coming in the future. What's up, Rad Condad? What you got?
Jazzwolf's already got it. She put in, it's going to be paid 137, 138 for Meteor Defender.
You're a champion. You're a champion. Save me that extra, just that little.
And yes, Randuxy, I have been cursed by that song my entire life.
Which song?
We Love You, Conrad, and from Bye Bye Birdie.
Oh.
Yes,
it's probably
my favorite. All the ladies are enthralled by him song, and all of the gentlemen go through the verse. We hate you, Conrad. So it's a funny tip to the hat. So yes, and then not Jackie Chan, a man after my own heart. It says playing arcade games in Shenmue Space Harrier, best game ever. Played it on the Master System, and then once again in Shenmue. Oh man, I lost a lot of time to Shenmue.
So
do not play it nowadays, though.
here's a fun thing.
This.
Talking about your songs.
Right.
I was cursed by. I didn't know until I started in the working world. But literally everybody over 40 when I was 20. Now, anybody over 50 would constantly ask me, "Hey, Joe, what are you doing with that gun in your hand?" Because of Jimi Hendrix, I think. Yeah. And so I was like, wow, you did it. You really did it. You know, at a certain point, once I knew that it was, like, at first I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what? I don't know. Who? Like, and then eventually this older guy, was like, yeah, that was a Jimi Hendrix song. And I was like, look me in my soul. Do I look like somebody who's that connected with me, my generation? I was, but yeah. Okay. So we played this once before on the stream. We had some opportunities. Navi Vox. I always appreciate this kind of intro screen. Shield power cell. Shield's base shield points. Your base's shield points, rather. You'll lose if you have exhausted all of those shield power cells, and don't let your base get hit by these meteors and other threats. Easy.
I love
normal,
Navi.
hard.
Navi dancing right there.
I agree. It's cool. And the little cat, like, vibing. Doing a little whip, little nay-nay.
Sometimes the turret might spam and won't launch a missile.
Just spam the fire button. Just spam it. All right.
I like that we have difficulty. This is cool. Once again, the presentation here. Talking about my generation. Yeah, I feel you, Mr. Furious. Song automatically popped in my head. We are feeling experienced celestial photography. Oh man, I cannot wait till we get more sound effects.
You probably would hear sound if I turned it up.
I mean, for like music and things like that.
Oh boy, my shields are low, Captain. Shoot!
We are getting low.
Shoot!
We do have a question.
Okay.
From Soy Boy. Is there a long-term vision for Sandbox past the white paper horizon? For example, with the experiences, will it always be voxelized, or could there be potential to be more realistic experience?
Currently, there is potential for it to be more realistic in experiences. You have the ability to create faces on your assets right now by making a face with voxels. People do it all the time, but critically, you have to know that it requires a lot of planning in VoxEdit software to do that. First, you have to create I'm going to show you an example of it. We're going to go to the sandbox.game/en/shop. Because earlier today on Alex's live stream, the team at Blaze Games gave us some vehicles to give away. And I can't just type Blaze. So let me think. There was an Isuzu, but they spelled it some other way. I gotta find it. You know what? I'll just scroll until I find it. I'm gonna find it pretty quickly, I think.
I believe in you, Joe.
I don't think there's been too many creations that were made. But essentially what you do is you create a single flat face to make a panel. And then in that panel, how are there still Get Girls for sale? Wild! I thought that would have sold out super quick.
Apparently if you search hard top.
Here we go. Well, this is an example. It's not the same thing, but it's an example of it, right? I want to save it, but I don't want to save it. So if I'm looking at this asset, you can see that it is not plain. It is not flat. It is rounded with many different faces to, compose into a rounded surface. So you can do this by creating like this center panel. It's long. It's one bit that you've created in VoxEdit, and then you go to the modeler, the rig system that you would normally use for animation, and you arrange it, and you tilt it, and you tweak it, and you add another piece, and you go parent-child node and whatnot, and you say like center ring or something, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you get like 12 around. Now you've got a 12-face poly instead of just a single 6-face poly. So it's a little more complex, a little more high detail. The one caveat to that, of course, being that you don't want to go over 4,000 faces on an asset, because if you do, then you start to make people lag. And if you put a bunch of those in an experience, then you really get into those kinds of laggy situations where you're trying to, as a developer, maximize appearance compared with performance to get the most number of users you can get in the best possible style that you can. So one of the good applications that I've seen for this is the Planet Rift team recently published some trees, and in publishing those trees, they came in 2 parts. And the top, like the leaves, they put multiple leaves flat facing on there, slightly pitched differently and whatnot. But in doing so, they made it look more like a Nintendo 64 game rather than something that was, voxel style. So you can do lots of different things with the software. It's just really playing with the animation side more so than the modeler section.
Yeah, that is quite a lot of planning.
It is. It is. But that is the case with any asset creation, whether it is in VoxEdit or it's in any other sort of software. All right, so let's get on to the medium difficulty here. W to turn up. Turn down for what, dude? Turn down for what?
Oh, it's a whole different style now.
It is. Medium difficulty. Turn up. Ooh.
Okay.
Here we go. You can see a progress bar happening along the bottom of this particular experience here. When you put it on medium difficulty, it's almost just like you're playing a whole other level. You're on another level. Let's go. I almost got hit.
Because we're traveling. Okay, I get it now. Gotta get to that asteroid.
Just trying to survive. Here
No,
we
I'm
go.
into this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Bro.
Oh.
Okay, little glitch.
Jammed.
Low glitch, boy. Low glitch. The rocket definitely traveled over top of the meteor, Gotta get good Gonna get good, Joe. Alien spotted. I think we're almost there. Well, you're the alien, bro. This is their natural habitat. What are you doing? They live here. Here we go.
Mr. G, there is an experience coming up. I do believe that is similar to Bomberman.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if that was submitted. All right, so I got victory in the second one. The difficulty did go up a little bit. I actually think I got hit less, but nonetheless, I had played, so felt pretty good about that. Normal. Now let's see if hard is hard enough that I don't win, because I think that's going to be the goal.
Apparently hard.
Hard is hard. Hard is hard.
It's a furious test.
That's
Here
right.
we go.
Here we go. Oh snap! All right, now we're on the planet, but we're fighting the whole species now. That's rough. Mean.
Oh man.
I'm feeling like, okay, all right. I mean, is it hard? Hold up. Because at this point, I really don't even have to move.
You got to shoot. Yeah, that right there.
Okay. Yeah.
And now it's happening.
Now it's hard. Okay.
Now it's happening. Now we're figuring it out. You get your opportunity.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
We're just gonna
Double
bop
kill?
them both at the same time. Of course, dude. What do I look like? Some kind of not gamer to you, dude? Get out of here. Easy, bro. Get out of here. Bring your eyeballs. Do your eyeball thing. Do your little eyeball thing, bro. What are you doing here?
As soon as Joe is done with this version of
the
game here, we'll close out that forum as the 10-minute timer did go off.
I'm bad at video games. Let's go.
We believe in you.
Chat. He believes in me. Ask candidly, Kristen, if anybody should be believing me. Okay. Wow, that one's really going around the world there. It's really spinning. Come on. You're too fast. Too hot. Can't touch this. It's weird that it spits eyeballs. Like, I'm with it, but also, like, oh, there we go.
It's very
little oranges here.
Monster is very Terraria.
Bop. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. What are you doing? You don't got it. You don't got it, bro. You don't got it. No. Oh, I hit the rip.
Oh,
all right. Here we go. Here we go. Pre-fire. Gotta pre-fire. Gotta mess this dude up. Well, where you at? Where are you at, bro?
Did you break it?
What?
Whoa.
Oh my.
Oh, you broke it.
Did I break it?
Because you pre-fired, you broke it.
There's no way, dude. There's no way, dude. I'm gonna just shoot off into the void. Chat. I'm too good at this video game. Too good at this video game. You see that boss? That boss joined in. The boss was walking in, right? The boss is what? Look at this. The bullets are like, nah, dude. So the boss was walking at me. He was like, yo, I'm stepping up. I'm gonna beat this guy up, right? And I was like, shot number 3 before you can even breathe. And the boss is like, you know what? You right. I'm not going to take shot number 4. I can't do that. You don't want none. You don't want that smoke. Mohammed Sahari knows what's up.
It's just going now. Don't even click anything.
I'm not even going to click it. I'm just going to watch because the rocket's doing what the boss is doing. You know, it's defying reality right now. I'm living in a time-dilated, universe.
Oh, my goodness. What a way to break it. All right. Cool. Thanks for saving the universe, Joe. The aliens just decided they don't want any. They're out of here. Okay.
I'm kidding. All right, let's shut down that form.
Right. Alrighty.
Let's make sure we get ourselves a little. I'm gonna have to take just a second here as I take a check here. Take a little check. Take a check.
Right.
Wow, there was a lot of people who answered like way too many different types of titles for this stream.
Did we have more than one title today?
No.
I don't think we did.
No. There are a lot of different answers to this. That's funny. Anyway, nonetheless.
Gotas, though, wants to know if we'll ever invite Snoop Dogg to the stream. I would love to have Snoop Dogg on the stream. Kidding me?
So a funny thing just happened, Conrad.
Okay, what do you got?
I did the thing.
Did I win?
No, you did. You didn't enter.
No, I didn't.
Earlier today, when I was on the stream with Alex, no, that's not true. That's not true. I didn't roll. So yesterday, on the GMAE show, would have been the last time I rolled my RNG calculator thingy. I didn't turn it off and back on again. I left it up because I always do. I just have a whole screen dedicated to these giveaways.
Right.
The random number that I generated on the last show was 115. This time I clicked the Let's Go Random button, and it was 114.
Oh, that's fun.
So that's fun. Got that going for us, which is nice. Let's see if user 114 answered this question correctly. They did not. They did not. And so I'm not going to mention who it was. But I am going to re-roll it because the question is, what is the title of this stream? Which is, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitch, it's right under the video here. There's a little copy pasta. So this time, I'm going to make sure that they got that answer correctly.
We're just looking that you're human and you're paying attention.
All right, so let's generate one more time. This one's 84. Hopefully, user 84 got this answer correct. Let's see. Close enough. Almost all of the title is included. So, with the answer, the Sandbox GMAE Show 5-7 Retro Gaming.
Rocket is still going.
The rocket's still going. The rocket never stops, all right? The rocket lives in its own retro future, all right? Twitch.tv Ghost _of Mars
Ghost
is
of
the
Mars.
winner.
Congratulations.
The Wizzy the Green's lucky hat here on this show. Oh! I'm familiar with that name. It's always good. It's always good. See you, Ghost of Mars. I see you got the nice in the chat. That'll be going out here to you. Usually takes somewhere upwards of a week for the Alex to do distribution on that. Let's have a look and see what the next game is. Meteor Defender. Okay, Meteor Defender. Clearly, we found a way to break it. But
Jazz already has this for the next game. Are you ready?
All right. What's good? What's next? What you got, Jazz Wolf? Jazz Wolf helping out.
Paid 132 to 133. Retro 8-in-1. And yes, to Meteor Defender, we accidentally broke today.
Yeah, we broke the Meteor Defender, but you know what? So I don't know what the series of tests to try to reproduce that would be. I would say probably just the time that I shot it in, because the object wasn't finished moving in.
Right.
And I destroyed the thing, and I think because it wasn't finished moving in, it may have a when this thing is destroyed, move out sort of situation. If that is the case, then you might want to make it so that it can't be damaged until, like, there's a little invisible wall until it gets within a certain proximity, so you can't actually hit it. That force field or whatever as it comes in. And then once it gets to the predefined distance in, then yeah, I think that would solve that glitch. Okay. So we got 131. What is it? What is this title again? This is the 8-in-1, isn't it?
This is the 8-in-1, 132, 133.
Okay, it'll probably be actually on 134 because we're a little bit.
Get on to a question here. Oh, Mohammed
right.
already put it in again. I got you, my friend. Mohammed Sahardi over on YouTube. So what is the Sandbox take on music NFT? Can we produce tracks, background music, and sell them in the marketplace as assets for the game?
Um, Currently, we don't have a system in place where you could create and publish music media. um, However, we do have support for those music NFTs, as you can associate that NFT with the soundtrack, song, whatnot. Most of the time, right now, in very early pre-production, essentially the artist that creates those NFTs will have the song locked in that space and then promote that you can purchase this song on platform, as part of an NFT, or on secondary on platform, and that would be the best way to go about that. All right, so earlier today, Alex played this experience. So I kind of know what I'm getting into here. We want to win the retro games. We're going to go around. There's 8 different retro games to play. Okay.
This is adorable.
So right away, right? We stopped, I don't know.
Saw that little post office outside. What's going on with that too? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's just a cute little town, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They built a little depth to the space. A restaurant, a post office, a giant little arcade. Got a little super cool place, general store. We're going to the arcade. It's clearly labeled as an arcade, which is super nice. For fun, you might, because it's not essential, the character that you are, you might replace the character with like a small humanoid, a child that you've created. As VoxEdit, so that mom could drop you off at the arcade or something, you know what I mean? Or like have the car that does drop you off be like, all right, bye honey, or whatever, and it just off out of here. Give that like extra nothing to it, but there's just a little something of like, okay. Because then you get people who are going to come in here and they'll be like, oh yeah, I remember doing this. I remember when things were doing the thing. So you're coming up into the space and it says win the retro games, collect the symbol of victory. We've got different games all throughout. Alex mentioned earlier the implications of this particular title. You might have done this for the memes. You might have done it for the lulz. I probably wouldn't name my game Sackman, personally. Let's go.
Oh, man.
All right, loading. Please wait. Press E to play the game. This particular interpretation of definitely not Pac-Man has all those same about? You're getting elements. Sack dots. Sack dots. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Be concerned about that.
He did killed you in the. He turned.
He turned evil. That's what he turned.
He was already evil.
Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. I'm going to try to do this in a very systemic way, a way that Alex did not.
Try and clean it all up instead of go random?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
well, we have... This question's been coming in a minute. It's not really related to Sandbox, but crypto as a whole.
Okay.
And of course, everybody is having a bit of a concern with how the market's been.
Oh, sure.
I personally just think it's on sale.
You know,
I like that take on it, but
yeah, I mean the thing is, if you're new to the space, if you've been in here only since things have been 4,000 ETHs or whatever, then yeah, this may be a time where you would look at this and go like, hey, why number go down? But in reality, comparing this to basically any other time frame, it's quite good. Things are still way up, so it's not. I wouldn't really call it cause for concern. More so, just maybe.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't panic, guys. Of course, what do you say, Joe? My favorite saying you got there.
Yeah. Time in the market is more important than timing the market. And this is the best time you can be in the market right now. If things are on discount compared to what they used to be, and if at any point somebody felt like the value of an ETH was twice what it is now, then it's very likely that will happen again. And when it does, you're going to get a whole new wave of new people who have never been in the space before, getting super excited, spending all that paper, all that fake fiat money, and they're going to be excited. They're going to be excited.
And of course, as Ice Pilots beat me to it, this is not financial advice.
Please. 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 We don't do that here. We don't do financial advice here.
We don't get that out there. We really don't. Just want you
It's
guys
funny.
to
It's funny.
know
I'm not a fiduciary, but
Right.
At the same time, I can say that
right.
I know it's great,
It's
isn't
so
it?
silly.
It's great because I clearly breaking the rules of Pac-Man and being able to ride it, but it's funnier.
Right. But yes, you've been in the space long enough to know that, of course, there's going to be panic, and when that panic happens,
That's opportunity.
Right.
Panic is opportunity for sure.
It's opportunity for somebody else. So
I mean,
be careful.
Yeah, it's opportunity for you as a person who zooms out a little bit on the chart and doesn't look at the 24-hour chart or whatever.
God, don't look at that chart.
Please, you want to know? Yeah, okay, you want to know who I am, Conrad? I've looked at the 1 minute chart before. All right.
Oh man, I'm sorry, friend.
It's fun. It's fun. All right, so you can see kind of the premise here is that I'm looking to collect these retro controllers. And having collected the one retro controller, now in the top right, I've got 1 out of 8 of the games have been completed. I cannot go back and play Sackman again. My character is bored of doing so. I think that's smart. Then you can't just grind out the same game over and over. Now I've got Circus Sandy here.
That little platform, I don't know why. Like, obviously, it's nothing like it, but it just reminded me of the end of every Mega Man game where you have the boss rush. You have to land on the teleporter to go back. Are you a donkey?
No, you're a donkey. Clear Circus Sandy. Go.
He's so ugly. Oh, come on. He's just a donkey. All right.
Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward, you know. Let's go, donkey. Donkey. Why?
Okay. We're going.
Why am I the way that I am?
I expected those to
No! Wait, you can't just go without me? Oh, no.
You got played.
1 eternity later. So I'm going to consider this a failure. I could be wrong, but yeah. They're coming back. I'm going to ride the donkey again.
All right.
I'm going to give it another go. I would say it makes sense to have the donkey start after you get within a certain proximity of them and not have that third one just automatically going. But, who am I? I'm just a dude, This guy's is another dude.
My friend Randuxy says he's not a fiduciary, but he plays one on TV.
I mean, yeah. I do all right. I do well enough that I had a $200,000 oopsie this month, and it's not gonna be too bad. So
right. Oh man.
Oops.
This is the 8-in-1, and you can find this currently around page 132 to 133. Oh, thank you, Jazzwolf. That'll be for Batajuvie.
All right.
Right?
Crossroad Fighter. Definitely.
This is cool.
Yeah. Clear the crossroad. Boop. You gonna Hadouken me, bro? You just gonna give me a Hadouken right now? Oh, he's stressed. He's straining. Oh no. I'm just gonna try to beat him up, but he's gonna get me. He's stressed. He's strained. Oh yeah. Okay. Wait. What? Oh my god.
Oh, it was
Okay.
it was a tie.
It was a tie. You lose. Do 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 do. Should have just had me beat up a car.
Right, that's what I was thinking of when you were beating up those barrels right there.
Donkeyzilla. Let's go. That little that one looked to me like a little bit like
Get a bubble bobble.
yes sir. Thank you.
Is there a sound effect for every time you jump over those?
I have no idea. I actually don't have the sound on at all. Otherwise it would broadcast and or I would actually have to change a setting. And I'm quite frankly too lazy to do that. I just scroll the wheel on my...
Oh,
This is what it sounds like.
We got Icy the Ice in the chat over on Twitch. They say, which is now Igniting the Ice, or Igniting Ice on Twitch. They say, just saw you played my game, Meta Mutants, not too long ago. Would have loved to have an opportunity to add more levels, but there's quite a bit more going on than meets the eye. And
yes,
just getting what you saw, just with lots of work, with minimal hours of sleep.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's it. That's,
like
I 100% agree. I knew that was the case. It's just purely like what? Wait.
Oh,
did you see that?
I think you got him and then died. Like I think we got double killed again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
was amazing.
It's definitely not me coming through and trying to be critical, but mostly just, you know, when I say, what does it take to get it ready for the metaverse, right? It's not a slight or anything like that. It's just, okay, if we want to make it so that people are going to spend a good amount of money inside your space playing that arcade experience, then that's what it would take to do so. I assume that you want people to be playing it up in that metaverse at a later date, especially being one of the top 10 winners. Now you have a chance, if you didn't already own land, you know, you can use that sand to either stake if you needed that extra 11. I can't remember exactly. I think your position needs that extra 11 sand, but there we go. I was able to grab it.
Yeah, you did kill him. Yeah, no, Ice. That was very well done. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine the amount of hours that you actually spent doing that. Especially the detail inside of the machine. Yeah,
exactly. The presentation itself was enough that it was like taking it to another level. Okay, so clear Sandra, which is definitely not Contra. So that's a cool thing. That's a cool thing, right? I mean, when you get into this retro gaming thing, you're like, okay, I'm gonna pull inspiration from all these other sources. I saw this played earlier, and the one note that I would leave for this particular thing is that the definitive thing about Contra was that when you did kill some of these enemies, every once in a while, they would drop you a little, they would drop you, exactly, thank you, the upgrade for your weapon. So I'd like to see, I'd like to see at least 3 of those shots go out, you know, like halfway through you get a little checkpoint or something that you walk up to that has the floating POW thing or whatever, and you grab yourself, and now we're shooting 3 bullets and we're taking out enemies on all 3 levels. Instead of just...
you can shoot at the camera.
Yeah.
Look at this 3D.
Oh, wow. Where's my glasses, bro? That would be so apropos in a game that's supposed to be a retro game jam, you know?
Right.
All right. Now we got a boss. We got to... Can I do a little damage? Make a little low. Get down tonight. What's up?
It is a nerf gum, Izzy. It's definitely a nerf gum.
Haha! I nerfed your boss! How about that?
Like you're grabbing a little controller there. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's right behind your head. I can see that now.
Yeah. It's been pretty good so far. All the games have been relatively uncomplicated, but it is kind of giving you that narrative sense. Metaverse Man! As you mentioned earlier about the thing.
Got a Mega Man clone. I love this.
I don't know what you mean by that.
I mean, a nod to Mega Man. Totally not a clone.
Meta Man. I mean, it's definitely not. I wouldn't call this a Mega Man clone based on the fact that the level is actually left to right. instead of just these weird like squares that you climb vertically.
I'm sad that you don't have a blast.
Yeah, I mean, that would. Oh, okay. All right, gamer. Checkpoint in there. That's interesting. There weren't checkpoints in Mega Man. It would just be like, nah, punish you. Go back to the beginning of forever. Here we go. Here we go. Can someone create something like Kirby's Dream Land? I should not have done that. I should not have done that. I should also not have done that.
I would love to see experiences like Kirby's Dream Land. I spent a lot of time on those. I still have yet to play the latest version. To do that.
Kind of feeling like I want to get that Switch sports game. Because, I mean, how do you go wrong? How do you go wrong?
There's already been people throwing their controllers through TVs, so.
That is true. That's true. Sackman looked more like Mega Man, TBH. I mean, yeah, that's...
Yeah, a little bit.
No! Thank you.
Can't help myself sometimes.
Thank you very much.
I really like that puzzle
right
there. That was well done.
Yeah, that was good. Good effect on the door. Yeah, I mean, it's the classic. It's the classic boss door. All right, we come down into here. Now.
Retro Prince of Persia. Oh, that'd be great.
Ow.
I learned.
What the heck, gamer? Yeah, you. Okay. All right. I want to find out the mechanics of this.
You got wrecked.
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting hit by these rings, but I can't. Okay. So I can't get close. Okay. I'm probably supposed to hit him when he summons the rings. This is a good time to go hit them.
Right.
Get the heck out of there. Stay out of the rings. Okay. All right. All right. First of all. All right. First of all.
Man.
Okay. Here we go. Rings
Sparky,
are coming in.
There is not a montage of fail, but just a series of unfortunate events. But yes, I learned just the other day that the creator of the original Prince of Persia had taken footage of little brother in an outfit that looks roughly like that character, and rotoscoped it and copied it all to make the animations for the original Prince of Persia. So what you guys are doing here in the Game Makers and in VoxEdit, it's leagues ahead of the software and the potential that we had to do as Game Makers back in the day. So I love that when you teleport right now in the Game Maker, you die. So that's a lot of fun seeing.
Yeah. Just getting over to this little... Darn it! I'm squishing your head! Get dead! Thank you. Bop.
Oh man, that is sad. Just being Sandy says, Alex the Kid, memories of my sibling kicking the cord out of the wall when I almost lost the game. Oh man, that would have destroyed me. I'm horrible at Alex the Kid and platforms in general. We see Joe playing these. And not Jackie Chan, once again. We must have the same algorithm. They totally watched the same video. So.
Alright, let's play Super Sandrio, which is definitely not Mario. Let's go, Mario! You can do the thing. You can do the thing. You can do the thing. Oh yeah. Alex tried to get up here, but he could not. I'm going to trust that that's impossible. Okay.
Can you go down into any of the...
The one pipe that you would be able to go down to in the original one would have been this one. Can't press E. No pipe. Okay, alright. Those guys hurt a lot. But here's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to do what Alex couldn't do. I'm going to wait for them to come back. I'm not going to squish them. I'm going to try to jump up onto the blocks by jumping off the head of the mob. Hey guys, can you come over here real quick?
I believe.
Just real quick. Just want to hang out. Just want to chat.
The creator of
No!
Mutants, back in the chat again.
Yeah!
Igniting Ice.
Sorry, Alex.
got it.
Better than you.
They say I ended up getting into the GMF with my two friends right around the same time as the Game Jam was finishing up. I may still go back and refine up the game and add more levels when PSP is out of alpha.
Yeah, because you got work to do.
Spent the last 2 months making a game that I'm excited for people to play in alpha. PSP has opened loads of doors for me.
Congratulations.
That's great news to hear.
It is
when
great
you guys
news.
create this stuff, you know, there are companies out there wanting to fill up their land. Basically, if you put it out in the world, they'll find you.
Ow,
if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
You can get hired by all sorts of companies, and you know, honest to goodness, hopefully you can quit your day job.
Yeah. Agreed. One day. Okay, so the only complaint now that I would have so far is that some of these in this 8-in-1, they're clearly derivatives, and that's cool. I get it, right? That's what we're doing.
Got our nostalgia goggles.
Yep. But when you made them, there was that sense of I need 8 of these done. So I understand, because we were in the Game Jam, that you wanted to have as much depth as possible in a limited time block. I would recommend that you continue to work on these, continue to build them and develop them so they feel more like the original content if you're going to publish this in the metaverse, because it is a good experience. It's enjoyable. You do get those nostalgia goggles. First of all, right here, in the original Mario, you would only get the fireworks if you had a number at the end of the timer that was 6 or fewer seconds. So it'd be really cool if, like, right above the flag there was a little clock that, like, was ticking down to and, like, stopped at 6 when you touched the flag or something, just for fun.
Oh, now you're just asking for too much.
Yeah, I am. But also, you know, this whole experience right here seems to me that it is that, let's put on the nostalgia goggles. You want people to feel like they felt when they went to the arcade. That sense of variety, that all those different things that were going on there. So if that is the case, then yeah, go ahead and build it in. Take a little bit more time to develop these out. I love the arcade. I love the experiences. I'd say that I didn't love the Pac-Man-like game because you did have to climb the ladders to get to the little bubbles. Where I know that there is a way where you could make that kind of work differently. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Time frame wise, when did these different games come out? Mega Man, Street Fighter was Super Nintendo. You've got Pac-Man. All these games are based on games that were coming out in the 80s and early 90s. So maybe it doesn't work, but you could possibly do like a Pac-Man 3D thing, like if you wanted to make the Sack-Man arcade, instead of making it like 3, make it like the one really big one, like they do in the arcade, where there's always like the one you must play this, and it's Pac-Man 3D or something, where you could do that in a 3D style maze and do the same sort of thing. Because what I was thinking is there was a previous creation where somebody had made a Pac-Man, but it occurred to me when I was about to suggest it that you would have had to do a top-down camera in order to do that, and you can't do that while also doing all the others that you've done here. So, but really, once again, these are all quite good. So the suggestions that we're leaving here are mostly with the interest that how can we take it from good to great? Right? How can we maximize your revenue potential for these experiences if you were to ask users to pay to play in this space? I think this 8-in-1 is interesting because you can get people to come in and go like, oh yeah, I remember doing that, and play those and be excited about it. And then also, once again, as we get into if you did the thing at the beginning when I talked about mom drives away. Oh, have a nice day, honey. If you replace the main character with a child character. Then you have an opportunity to have that narrative beat at the very end here, where rather than have this old game shop owner gentleman say, congratulations, you're the best gamer, maybe you have them also say that, but then you could also have mom, right, on the left side being like, oh, congratulations, or dad, or whatever you want to do, or both, grandpa, grandma, whatever implications you want to throw down there. So you do that.
Metaverse. Dad?
Yeah. Oh no.
Emotion.
But you could do that. You could have them here in this space, greeting you as the kid who now just conquered the arcade. You know, you're doing great things. And
Right.
yeah, so they're like, yeah, you did it. Yeah, you know, it's time to go, honey, or whatever. And it creates that sense of completionist more so than this, right? Of course, you know, you could do the speed runs and you do all the other things or whatever, but you want to elicit some kind of emotion for those folks who are playing, and there's nothing more eliciting emotion than getting into those retro games going, oh, I remember this, yes, and then you get to the end and you're like, oh, you know, then you get that conflict of like, oh yeah, mom's happy or whatever, like they're proud of you, and then also, darn it, mom, no, I want to play in this arcade for like 7 more hours. Now they come back and they play it again, possibly. You never know. So, just thinking about it like that. But Conrad.
Right.
Conrad, it's time to wrap this
time.
bad boy up. We
Real
got
quick,
more.
though.
Yes, sir.
Igniting Ice, once again, the Mutants creator.
Yes.
An interesting thing I ended up finding out is you can force a player to climb on a wall if you sandwich them in with an invisible wall at the right distance. Use that for Mutants, but could open up quite a few possibilities for free movement in vertical space. The level was nicely made for the time frame.
Yeah, and I think that's an interesting idea to have somebody like forced to climb a wall. If you were to do that, the one thing that you should note is that you would have to have, let's assume that you wanted them to have to attack something. If that's the case, then they're not able to do that on command because they are, you know, grappled with the wall throughout. So you would have to have some kind of mechanic or utility that is already attached to the character, similar to what you saw here with the definitely not Contra gun, where it was auto firing. Yeah.
Alrighty, well, play us out, Barry White.
It's a beautiful time, Conrad. Chad, I just want to say thank you to Conrad for waking my stupid self up 5 minutes before this show. Because it's been a long day. It's been a beautiful night and a good morning. Why did I have to do this? You already know.
Thank you much. Putting in the chat the next 2 games.
Chat, I'm going to copy paste this. We're going to play those top 2 entries in the next show, and we're going to play LAAMGAME Lamb game that was on page 18 right now in the next show, if we can get through Ape Rage and Bear Blast in time. That's going to come up on the Monday show. Monday, of course, you've also got your show with PandaPops. So come on back by and enjoy that show. Right now, we are going to go over to twitch.tv and we're going to start a raid. Because the party's just getting started. I don't know. Let's check it out. Twitch.tv/The Sandbox Game. I am going to scroll down. I'm going to click the words The Sandbox. And in the meantime, we got somebody new.
That brand new.
Seeing somebody brand new. AU24KAY is streaming right now. It looks like they're creating in VoxEdit. Let's give them some SandFam love. And we'll raid them up real good right now. /raid space AU24KAY. That's twitch.tv/AU24KAY. We're rating them right now. Chat! It's been my pleasure hanging out with you.
You too tired, buddy? Hanging out on my lap.
Oh, this guy's already dancing.
No.
This guy's vibing right now.
I'll leave you alone, Roland.
Like they already knew. What's up? How's it going? All right, chat. It's been good hanging out. Once again, come back Monday at 7 p.m. UTC. Got a show with PandaPops, and then the 2 a.m. show here. Good morning, afternoon, evening. We'll be back with more all week next week. Having a good time.
Bye, everybody.
They couldn't hear you say bye. Maybe they could. I don't know. Yeah, they totally could. I didn't have your thing on.
They could.
Now they can't. See you later, everybody.